Mr. Bishonga,
Yeah,
thank you very much for doing this, my brother.
yeah.
And
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah,
yeah, thank you for inviting me into your beautiful studio space. I'm just admiring everything. I've become a very big fan of art in general over the
yeah,
last couple of years. So to be in here is like it's literally like being a child in a candy store, especially with the very expressive style of art that you have. Um, so yeah, talk to me about sort of your beginning in your journey as an artist. Where does it begin for you as an artist?
for me, I began on at the tender age when I was just young.
Mm,
Yeah, the time I was living with my parents. There was a time I used to live with my mom.
mm,
The time she was a single parent. We were just living three of us with my young brother. Yeah, he's grown now. He's in Copperbelt
yeah.
and he's married too. Yeah,
Wow.
and he has a daughter too.
Mm,
So for me, at a tender age is when I just started doing art. I was doing some drawings using the ground with friends. You're playing around with friends, like
exactly.
just drawing some figures,
Mm,
even passing jokes with friends. Like, have you seen how I've drawn you? And we
yeah.
start laughing, and even using wires,
Mm,
creating some figures, like
mm,
figures. Growing up, like I used to have that creative mind, even
mm,
creating some stories in my head, like
yeah.
creating a movie, like you just sing, like creating a movie,
Yeah.
even getting sticks, like just playing around, like it's more like a movie, like
Mm.
yeah.
That's really cool. So I didn't know until I came here today, and I was talking to one of the gentlemen who you live with here, and he mentioned that before you sort of went very full force into making paintings, you were actually a sculptor.
Yeah. I was a sculptor. I was a sculptor because I grew up in like I used to create some things
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I get inspiration whatever I see. Like I was inspired like with things surrounding me, and just let me just try to do at a large scale, like
Mm-hmm.
doing some sculptures. Yeah, I'm a metal sculptures. I use recycled material. I
Mm-hmm.
also use like plastic, creating some things, and yeah, I used to do metal sculptures. But
Okay. And when you started your sculpting journey, what made you make the decision to work with metal and to work with recycled materials as opposed to something else like marble or like clay or
yeah, for the recycled material, because I grew up in the environment. I used to see a lot of plastics. I used to see a lot of scrap metals surrounded me, where the area was like in a compound. You know how it is in a compound where there's a lot of people populated. You find different materials like scrap, plastics.
Mm,
For me, I grew up in a compound. I used to see a lot of scrap, but now
yeah.
you can't find it anywhere, scrap metal, because people have started picking scrap and selling it to the scrap dealers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, I grew up seeing surround like to see different things surrounding me. So I just
Mm-hmm.
said, can I create something? Can I do something where when people see it, they can see beauty into it. When they
Mm-hmm.
see something which is dead, when they look at it down there, they say, "Ah, this is scrap. Nothing can." But for
Yeah.
me, I used to see, like, when I look at it, I used to see something in it.
Mm-hmm.
When I create something, I want people to see. They see there's something, like they see the beauty. They see there's something live in that thing. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, and talk to me a bit about the process of creating an idea and then bringing that idea to life. When in the time that you were working a lot with the medium of scrap metal, was it a case where you would come up with an idea before making a sculpture, or would you sort of let the materials guide you as you were creating
So
something?
for it was just in the process, like in the process when I was just creating in that process,
Mm,
just things are just coming up, like things are just coming in my head, and it's more like because I was just assembling things,
mm,
whatever I see. I can see a piece of metal, I just bring it and I get that one until I create something. There was that time in 2021 I did a lot of insects.
mhm,
Yeah, insects. And it was rain season, because in rain season we have a lot of insects. So I
mhm,
just said, let me just do something to follow like the season. We are like being in rain season because I've seen like mosquitoes, seen like insects all like surrounding me. So I created some insects, and again in a process where now things they just come up. Yeah.
I'm really interested in the point in your journey as an artist where there's a shift for you from making sculptures to then starting to give more attention to making these incredible paintings that you make. What brought that on?
Okay, for me, it's more like it's a period of me. Like it's more like it's a season.
Yeah.
It's more like it's a season. Like for me, I'm in the season of just creating, like just painting, like because there's some things. For me, it was growing up. It was very challenging. Like I used to, I faced a lot when I was a child. Like I faced a lot of things, yeah, struggles, and I've seen like I saw a lot of things when I was as a young boy. Yeah. So I had a lot of things in my head because I grew up in whereby you grew up in a, so there was a time your mom was a single parent for me, and like growing up like facing challenges, and I used to see like struggle. Like I used to see how mom she used to struggle at the time she was just a single parent. Like I used to see how she used to work hard because we need to survive. Even like I didn't born in a creative house, yeah, and to be part of that was very challenging to my mom because she never understood what I was doing. It was just know what you're doing. No, you need to do something else. What, and so like venture into painting, like painting this kind of painting I'm doing. Like it's more like I'm just expressing myself to overcome that fear I have. Like whatever I see, even having conversation, the inspiration, whatever like I'm experienced, like even in the period I'm living as a human being, like what things I'm seeing, yeah. Like I was like painting snakes, painting dogs, like painting fish, what. There's just a period, yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
This leads me to ask you about the next thing. When I was setting up the filming equipment, and after I just arrived, I saw that you have a very beautiful daughter.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man. Well done to you and the madam for creating such a beautiful,
Thank
beautiful
you.
child.
Yeah.
And I am recently someone who joined the journey of parenthood as well. My son is a year and 8 months old at the time of recording this, and my experience of parenthood has really changed the way that I create.
Yeah.
It's changed the way that I create. It's changed the way that I interact with different types of art and so on and so forth. So for you, as someone who's recently a parent, how much has the beginning of that journey informed the way that you're creating now?
Yeah, so the journey of my wife, even the time there was a time I was just living alone as someone just living alone. I met my wife. I was living in China. Yeah, I was living in China, and I shifted. I went to Kabanana, where Chazanga Kabana, that side is where I met my wife. That time I was just living, just painting, just busy with my work. So we met, and we started planning. No, we need to get married. Yeah, because I believe in love, because love is the greatest thing on earth. So I just said, she came in my life. We became one. We are one now, and in a process until we brought a child on earth, which is my daughter. So there was a time when I heard my wife she's pregnant. I was very excited. So it was just part of my journey again, just connected to my art. Like even that time being, I was excited being a father. Like I'll be a father. Even the approach of my works changes. Yeah, in terms of the colors. Like I started like introducing hormone colors. Like I've started like talking about beauty, talking about you're excited because there was a time I used to paint when I'm sad. Sometimes I paint when I'm happy, but it was just a period. Like I started painting, I was excited, and I started introducing like flowers. Yeah, flowers. In the process, I had no. I'm going to have a daughter. Having a daughter, like I was very happy, and on my paintings I started like putting flowers. Yeah, because flowers, they symbolize beauty,
Yeah.
they symbolize things which is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like even in terms of colors, I started using those colors. Yeah, because yeah.
That's amazing. And so, do you, as somebody who's been doing art your entire life, is this a vocation that you would want your children to also be part of when they grow up?
Yeah, definitely. Like, okay, I cannot. For me, I cannot say like I can force force my children, but it's up to them. Like it's up to them. And again, I'll try. I'm trying by all means, even my daughter to be part of my journey, to see the importance what I'm doing, or even when I'm going, they'll know these things Dad used to do. They're important because to be honest, I love art. I love art every time. I always, when I'm everywhere, where I'm going, when I'm moving, I just think about art. Like just thinking, what should I do? What should I like? What should I create? It's part of me. It's part of me because I'm alive. I'm still alive. It's part of me. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool, man. So talk to me a bit about how, because you, as in your journey of creating art, I think you're somebody who's found a relative level of success in being an artist. So from the family side, how has that changed the way that your family views what you do as an artist? And the reason that I ask that is because even for me in my own life as a musician, there was a lot of resistance from older family members about what I had chosen to do with my life, until that success started showing and they kind of warmed up to the idea and started understanding exactly what I was trying to do.
Yeah, for me, it started when I was just young. The time I was just living with my mom. It's because not born in a creative house. It was very challenging for me. There's this culture here. I don't know other part of the world. There's this culture when, especially parents, they try by all means, like they just want what they want.
Exactly.
It's what they want until the same thing they want to happen. Have you seen people who are like surrounded me? They never like understood what I was doing. But for me, I used to believe in myself. Whatever I was doing, like what I'm doing, I'm not doing like I'm not harming anyone, but I'm just following my dream. I'm just following my passion. What I'm doing. It was very challenging. Even the family members, they used to talk, but I never gave up. I just keep on doing it until I convince them what I'm doing. Yeah. So but now they can see the importance, and they can see like how the things are moving, because I started a humble, where I'm coming from was very humble background. Yeah.
Okay, and so like obviously we've spoken about the sort of response from the family side. In your doing art professionally, whether it's making sculptures, whether it's making these paintings, how have you experienced the response from the broader Zambian community? Either from other artists or from people who come and engage with your art, or consumers who maybe want to buy it. Has it been a good response, a bad response? Does it need to maybe improve?
Yeah, so for me, especially here in Zambia, like when they look at my works, or they look at a painting, or they look at some sculptures, especially some paintings, the first thing they ask me, what are these? Why do you paint this kind of works?
Yeah, these demons.
Yeah, they use ways. No, this what you're painting. They look demonic. Some, especially, have been having like even pastors. They've said a lot of things about my works. I can see like just seeing some comments. I know this guy needs deliverance. Have you seen, like, even inviting other people to say, have you seen, these are the same things we talk about. These are the same things we preach about. These are the same things we rebuke when we're praying. So this is a guy, he needs deliverance. This guy is not normal. I always believe there's some things people will fear to talk about. Like when you talk about this thing, people, they will look down on us, or people, they will be against. But there are some things we need to talk about. You see, like we cannot be just talking about good things. Have you seen? There's something which is happening. Like there's some things we do as people, but we don't want to like people to see what we're doing. But for me, I I try by all means because I have that freedom, and because I have that freedom, being a human being, I can do anything, like just doing, like expressing myself, not limiting myself. So yeah, it's quite challenging, but I'm getting there. People
Okay.
have started like to see what I'm trying to speak as an artist, because I believe being an artist, there's something I need to talk about. Yeah, there's something I need to talk about. Even other artists, they have their own way how they express themselves. Even me, I have my own way how I express myself. Yeah.
Okay. And I would like to dig in a bit more, especially when you talk about the response of people who are religious. Because I grew up in Zambia and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know it so well because I grew up in a very, very religious family. I was also raised by a single mom. Are you someone who is religious? Because when I look at your work, it's obviously very striking and it jumps out at you. But there's something about it that, to me, that seems like there's a spiritual aspect to it.
Yeah. So
So are you someone who's religious? And if you're not, where do you land in the realm of spirituality? And
yeah.
what you
So
believe in?
I'm a religious. I believe in Christ. I believe in Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So even when behind this painting, when you lift it,
Yeah.
there's a word like I
belong to Jesus.
I belong to Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I believe God exists, and God is there. He watches me every time. And I've seen his power. Like I've seen, like, because there's the kind of life I've experienced, and why I am right now, I can see is because of God. It's because of the Creator. That's the reason why I'm here. I believe there's a Creator, but I believe there's a Creator, but there's something inside me. It can be spiritual, it can be physical, but I believe there's a spiritual thing, because I believe every person that has that spirit in, it can be positive, it can be negative. Yeah, I believe there's a Creator. I believe there's a Creator. But when I talk about my works, like I've started introducing, like when you look at it, there's some churches. Like most of my paintings, like it's just a period, like I've seen a lot of churches. Like a lot of churches, they're creating like some small business now here in Zambia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of churches there. Some they're genuine, some they're just fake. You find fake pastors.
Yeah.
You find even fake churches. They just create, like, making profit. Yeah, they just want to make profit. You find these senior ones. They talk about no, you need to give. You need to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You like more them. They become more richer, and the poor.
And everybody else kind of just suffers.
Because they're getting the little the poor they have, they're getting there, and more they become benefiting. So, like for the churches I'm talking about, there's a lot of things happening. Have you seen? There's some people just hiding in churches.
Yeah.
But when you look at them, like what they do in the background or in dark, it's
horrible stuff.
It's a horrible stuff, but they're hiding. They're using the word church. Have you seen that? We're using the word church. For me, it's just an expression. Like because I just want to speak about it. Have you seen? There's some people that they fear to talk about it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just want to talk about it. Even for the angel, I'm talking about the angel. I believe every person has the angel, the guardian angel. Every movement we make is something which shine upon us. We are being guided everywhere. We're being guided. Yeah, I believe there's God. Yeah, I believe in God. Yeah.
Okay. And so for you as an artist who makes all of this very striking stuff, and I imagine you see this stuff in your head before you make it, was there ever a period where you struggled to accept that there were these things that you needed to say before you started doing it? Or has it always been fine for you to have these ideas of this very striking imagery in your mind, along with being someone who's spiritual and who believes in Christ?
For me, at first, it was very challenging to express myself. A lot of things I do, like things I paint, sometimes I see them in my dream. So this painting, I was just seated with my wife. Like there's something just came up. So when things come up, I just get a sketch pad. I start sketching. So when something came, I just got a sketch pad. I started sketching, and I showed my wife. She was saying, she started laughing because she saw what was happening here.
Yeah.
The woman was giving birth, and the the child is having teeth, and there's an angel. So the angel is symbolizing, is guiding. Whatever the day you're born, there's something which you're being guided, and your future is being written already. And painting snakes, like this is a snake, and there's a fish, and it's talking to the snake with bless. So it's talking about the life, how life is evolving, and there's this time sometimes I used like dreaming, like you're dreaming, you're flying in a dream, like you're in the sky. That exciting moment, being chased, sometimes being chased, like being chased by dogs or being chased by snakes. There was a time I approached my pastor. He's late now. So I told him, like, do you know what, like sometimes I dream like snakes chasing me. The first thing he told me, you need deliverance. Have you seen, need deliverance? And I used to tell other people, but that's a way whereby I said, let me just express it. Let me just put it on a canvas. There's some people, like where I'm passing through, some people are passing through the same, but they're failing to express themselves. It's more like I become connected, like I become connected in a realm of a spirit. So there's some things where I can see in my vision, but I want to bring it into life. I put it on a canvas so that it can manifest. Everyone can see.
Okay, that's really cool, man. That's really cool. So I kind of want to jump to a different topic. When I was sitting outside with a gentleman there, he told me that you're going to be exhibiting in London.
Yeah, so I'll be exhibiting in London, central London. So the title of the exhibition is trying to speak. Yeah. So I've a board of works. I've been working for a year, like for 3 years or 4 years. I've been working, just piling some works. So this is one of it will be a big event for me. It's a solo exhibition. Yeah. So the guy, like people have invited me, like promoting me. There's a British artist who have become brothers now, Max. Yeah, it's for me, has helped me to my dream to come true again, even some of the doors to be open for me. So we met in 2023. He's a British artist. He came here in Zambia for a week. We met, and we have become like he's a family friend now. And he has helped me to break through, like even to go to the UK in 2024. It's because of him. He invited me. I visited the UK because of him, and until now, and he has organize the exhibition again for me to go back in May to have the show.
When you started doing the art, when you were younger and you were making all of these things, did you ever visualize that this is where you would be and that you would actually be doing this for a living and making all of this type of stuff?
Yeah, I saw it already in my vision. I saw it growing up. I used to have this fantasy in my head. I used to see things like creating how I want my life to be, and how my life want to be. Like for me, I always believe in myself. Like whatever I'm doing, it's up to me to do it. It's up to me to set it what I want. And I can't wait for someone to push me, like to put me in my lane. You need to be like this, but I believe I need to put in myself in the lane I want. So for me, I used to believe, even this time I started, I know it was very challenging for me because I was not even born in a rich family, but I used to see myself. One day I'll be somebody. And I used to believe in my art. Until now, I always believe in my art. Yeah.
Okay. And based on the visions that you had as a young man, do you think you're fulfilling that dream?
Definitely, I'm fulfilling that dream, and things are still coming. I believe that. Things are still coming.
That's amazing, man. When can we see you sort of move back into the season of sculpture making? Because I've seen some of your work. I had never seen it before until today, and it's quite striking as well. It's almost as visually stimulating as the art that you make. Is that something that you are planning to sort of get back into in the future?
Yeah, so for the sculptures, I haven't stopped completely for the sculptures. Like I'm just in a period of just painting. I'm just in the period. It's just a period. It's just the movement. Like it's just the movement I'm doing. It's just a period. Anytime I can start, yeah, doing sculptures. Yeah.
Okay, okay. After seeing your art, this is obviously stuff that you visualize and that you see. But I'm also interested in finding out about some artists that you have seen in the past that you draw inspiration from when you're making your work. So who are those artists?
Yeah, for the artists, I respect every artist I meet. Like I respect every artist I meet because I believe every artist, like individual artists, they are unique on their on his like on their own style. Yeah. So for me, I get it like inspiration. Like most inspiration I get like when I'm moving around, even having conversation. But I try by all means talk about my own story, like how I'm feeling. Like this is my period. Like for me, because I believe I'm still like whilst I'm still alive, I need to work. I need to work. Even I always mention even when I'm gone, they will always still remember me as this is this was boy Bishonga. This was trying to talk about this. Was he tried by all means like talking about these things. Yeah, so yeah, I respect artists. I respect artists. Even having conversation, I talk with artists. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just visit artists, friends, artists. Like we talk, we discuss what, and but I'm trying by all means to do was poet Bishonga.
Okay.
Even yeah, to see even when they look at my works, even that time comes.
And I want to ask you about like the Zambian scene in general. I know you've mentioned already that it's a struggle sometimes for people to understand what you're trying to say in your art. But just generally speaking, do you think that the Zambian art scene is in a good place, or do you think there's a lot of improvement that needs to happen from where it is right now?
Okay. Okay. That question, okay. Like a lot of people, they ask me that question. Sometimes I can't answer that question, but let me just say something about it. Art in Zambia, we are still growing. Yeah, art is still growing in Zambia. Why am I saying this? Is we're into it. We are still pushing. Like
Yeah.
Zambian art is still growing until it reaches that level. But for me, when we're having conversation with artists, I always said, what, us artists who are here, we need to push it. We need to push it to another level. And I believe we're trying by all means. Yeah, we're trying by all means. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so for you as an artist, what is the ultimate place for you to exhibit? Like if you had to choose like the place you've dreamed of exhibiting since you became an artist professionally, where is that place?
Okay, I can because I'm still painting like I'm always paint. For me, I don't see it. I just anything can happen in
Yeah.
any time.
Yeah.
Everywhere can happen. So I can just say anything can happen. Anything can happen. You never know because we meet different people. We can meet collectors, art dealers. We meet galleries. We meet even museums sometimes. But anything can happen for me. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason I just keep on painting because sometimes I cannot say there's this thing whereby you're just painting. For instance, that's the reason why I paint a lot. Like I paint a lot. Like every time I need to paint, I need to paint. There's sometimes you can just say, no, I have 5 canvases. Let me just work, or I start looking for a buyer. What? But me, I just paint. In that process, is now thing. It's just start coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. After this exhibition that you're doing, because I know you mentioned that you've been sort of working towards a body of work for the last couple of years. What does the future look like? Are you just going to start working on another body of work that you potentially want to exhibit in the future, or do you just keep on painting and you just keep on painting?
Yeah, for me, I'll just keep on painting. I'll just keep on painting because putting churches on canvas. I've introduced angels. The time I started, I never painted an angel. The time I never painted even a snake. It's just a period. Like I'm just moving with time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just moving with time.
And with the body of work that you're exhibiting in London next month, how did that come about? Was it a situation where you had a lot of paintings and then you sort of compiled paintings, or did you consciously have something that you were working towards when you started making these paintings?
Yeah, so for the exhibition I'm having, like, I was just stacking something. I was just painting.
Okay.
I was just painting, yeah, just painting. I was just there are a lot of works like I've been painting for for years. In 4 years I've been painting. So the time of the exhibition, yeah, so it was just random, yeah. But
Okay.
speaking like speaking the same voice, yeah.
Mm. Okay, so like another thing I kind of want to find out about from you is there's this debate that exists in the art world in general about self-taught artists and artists who go to school for art. Where do you stand on that? Do you think someone needs to go to art school? Do you think it helps in any way, or do you think it's fine for you to just find your process on your own?
Like for there's that passion for me. Okay, I'll speak to my side.
Mm-hmm.
I was born with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even at a tender age, I used to have these things in my head. That's the reason why I used to like draw, even creating some stuff using wires.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was just inside. For me, it was just inside. It's just for like I cannot say to other people. It's the opinion from other people. It's not a fact, but it's an opinion. Yeah, there's some people they go to school. But for me, I always say, why should I go to school? To be honest, I'm sorry for saying this, but I always, why should I go to school? I'll do it because it's inside me. Have you seen? No one can come to teach me what to do, but it's just naturally like certain things which just come natural in me. Like even in terms of mixing colors, even when I'm just starting my process, just naturally. So like having partial is sometimes just naturally can be, yeah,
Okay.
just natural thing, yeah.
Okay, so another thing I want to ask you is mediums, because is this oil?
It's acrylic.
It's acrylic. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's oil. There's the acrylic on canvas. There's some others that you have that are oil
Yeah, so this
on boards.
Yeah.
So you've obviously experimented with quite a few combinations. For you, which one do you prefer?
The time I was in the UK in 2024. So the Max, the same, the British artist Max, yeah, the one who invited me to the UK. He works with oil paint, and he uses these boards panels. And there was a time I asked him a question: why do you love oil paint? Why do you use these panels boards? So his answer said, I don't want my works to crack. That's the reason why I'm using. Sometimes he uses metal.
Okay.
Yeah, metal sheet where he paint from. Yeah. So he said, I don't want my works to crack. So for me, when I was there, I was inspired. I was inspired by how he uses those panels. Yeah, how he uses those panels. When I just came back, I just arranged the panels.
Okay.
I started collecting panels and I started using oil. I was inspired using oil from him.
Okay.
Because how he uses oil, but I was too much acrylic paint. I enjoy acrylic paint. Yeah.
And when you started using the oil on the panels, did that change the way that you approached creating the image that you were seeing in your mind, or has it sort of stayed the same?
It's still the same, but even the color tone. Sometimes, every time when I'm in the studio, I have a different palette where I mix colors. Sometimes even I have 5. I mix different colors. I always, by all means, I try like I create like just sometimes just the period can be just how I feel that moment when I'm painting. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mr. Boyd, thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate you giving me your time today and welcoming me into your beautiful studio. Yeah, thank you very much for thank you very much for creating this incredible work that you create.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Please keep on doing this.
Yeah, thank you so
and
much.
hopefully one day you'll be able to come and exhibit in Cape Town and let that side of the world kind of be introduced to this incredible stuff that you're making. If you have any social media or anything that you would like people to check out, where they can find you.
Yeah, so I have my Instagram page, which is Boyd Bishonga Also, you can even find me on Art in the Extreme. The guy from the UK were promoting me, Art in the Extreme. So Art in the Extreme are the one who are pushing me a lot. They are the same people who have put me on the map. Yeah, organizing an exhibition for me in the UK. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.